All right. I just wanted to go over with you real quick the study guide, make sure you had no questions. Number 1 says to simplify and gives you an expression to simplify. So just to make sure that you know how to do that, I could go 2a plus 3b plus 3, 4a plus b. I would distribute and go 2 times a is 2a plus 2 times 3b is 6b plus 3 times 4a is 12a and 3 times b is 3b. Then I could use my commutative property and move things around. 2a plus 12a plus 6b plus 3b. And then these are like terms. The 2a and 12a, same variable, same exponent. So that's 14a plus 6b plus 3b, same variable, 9b. 14a plus 9b is b. Okay? Let's see, number 2. Write a verbal expression, 2n plus 7. So this would be 7 more. And 2n could be twice a number or 2 times a number. So that would be b. Okay? Number 3, we're going to use the graph and state which statement is true. So we can take a look at this. We could do the vertical line test and look across, or we could look at the x's. And remember, to be a function, you can only have one domain with a range. So if I look at this, I know that D is, the relation is not a function. That would be true, would be D. The relation is linear function. That would be a straight line. That's not true. B is the value of x increases as y decreases. That's not true because they're all over the place. And the value of x increases as y increases. Again, that's not true because, again, they're all over. That would be more of a straight line. All right. Evaluate. Again, you have an expression to evaluate. So we could take a look at that and make sure everybody's got that down. So 211 minus 5 plus 9 divided by 3. I would have to distribute first. That would be 2 times 11, which is 22, minus 2 times 5, which is 10, plus 9 divided by 3. Then order of operations, I have to do the division first. So 22 minus 10 plus 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now left to right, 22 minus 10 would be 12. 12 plus 3 is 15, and that is B. Okay? Number 5, write an algebraic expression for 9 times the square of a number. So 9 times, so we have a multiplication problem. 9 times the square of a number, so a number squared, and that puts us at C. Okay? Number 6, we are to simplify. So we could say r squared minus 2r cubed plus 3r squared. We could move it around and we could say r squared plus 3r squared minus 2r cubed. Now this is like terms of the r squared, same variable, same exponent. So we have 1r squared plus 3r squared would be 4r squared minus 2r cubed. These are unlike terms because they have the same variable, but the exponents are different. So I can't do anything else. I look up here, and it looks like it's A. Okay? And number 7, to evaluate. So we would have x squared plus xyz. If x is 3, y is 5, and z is 4. So we just plug in what we know. That would be x. That would be 3 squared plus 3 times y. Y is 5, and z is 4. Okay? Then that would be 9 plus 3 times 5 is 15 times 4. 9 plus 15 times 4 is 60, and 9 plus 60 is 69. and that would be A. Okay? And then number 8, which equation illustrates the multiplicative inverse property? Again, multiplicative inverse is dealing with reciprocals, and it's two numbers that multiply together to get 1. So that would be 3 times 1/3 equals 1. So that's C. All right, let's see what we got. Number 9, determine which relation is not a function. So if we did our vertical line test on A, it would pass as a function. On C, we have only one x's on each one, so therefore they go with a one domain to one range, so that would be a function. Number D, each one of the x's go to one y, so that would be a function. But right here on B, -3, one domain is going to two ranges, which cannot happen, so B is not a function. Okay, so B is not a function. Number 10, evaluate. That's just simply using order of operations. So 6 plus 2 times 3 minus 1. Multiplication comes first, so 6 plus 6 minus 1, 12 minus 1, or 11. And so the answer to 10 would be D. All right, number 11. Somerville High School raised $740 to buy winter coats for the homeless at $46.25 each. How many coats can they buy? So all I have to do is go 740 divided by $46.25. I have to move my decimal over 2 places. So my decimal goes there, and that would be 1, would be 4625. Let's see, that would be 2775, another 0, 6, and that's 277500. So that is B16. Okay? Let's see, number 12. Which statement best describes the daily stock price? It didn't increase, didn't decrease, so the price did not change. So that would be C. Okay? All right, number 13, interpret the y-intercept of the graph. Remember, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, so what is it doing right there? At 0, bracelets cost $30. That is true. 1 dozen bracelets cost about $30. No, because 1 would be here, which would be bigger than 30. 28 bracelets cost $0. That's not true. And each dozen costs about $5. Doesn't really matter. We're talking about the y-intercept, so unless it talks about the y-intercept, it would not be correct. Okay, so we're just interpreting that graph. 14, what is the domain of the relationship? Again, you could label out all of the coordinates to find out what all the x values are. So I could do 1, 2, 1, 4, and so forth until I get all of them. Or I can just go all of my x's, so I know that it crosses, this is my origin. So I know 1, 2, 3, 4. I know there's a -4x. I know that there is a -2. I know -1, -1. So I'm just looking at all of my x's, and then because that's the domain, and so then I am just checking to see which one of these covers all of my x's, and that would be B, okay? And this one has a 0 in it and a 0 in it. Nowhere does the x fall on 0, so those two are kicked away, and we have more domain or more x's than -1 and 1. So that's another reason I know it's B, okay? All right. 15, interpret the behavior of the function. So the behavior, what is it doing? The total cost decreases. So that if that would be the case, then it would have to be going this way, and it does not. The cost per dozen decreases. Again, it's not decreasing. The total cost increases. So total cost increases. This is my total cost. It's going up, up, up. So of course it increases, and that would be C. Then we just have our vocab on the test. It could be any of those vocab that we've used in this chapter. Let's see, some of them will be used again in the test and some will be different. Terms that contain variables with corresponding behavior, variable having the same power, that is like terms. 17, the set of first number of ordered pairs of a function is the domain. Number 18, we have a set of second numbers of the ordered pairs in relation is the range. Then we have in a blank, there is exactly one output for each input. That is a function. The blank of a term is the numerical factor. That is the coefficient. And then the bonus, find the value of this. All it would be f equals 4/5 200 minus m. M is 100 plus a, which is 132. That would be 4/5 of 100 plus 132. I could simplify down, or I could say 400 divided by 5 plus 132 is fine also, which is 80 plus 132, or 212. Okay, so that's the study guide. If you got any questions tonight, send me an email. Otherwise, be prepared for the test tomorrow. Have a great one.